Operating the machine. Open up the fuel shutoff valve and move the choke control to choke or start. Insert the key and turn to start. If the machine fails to start, check the exit chute safety switch. This switch will not allow the machine to operate if the chute is still upright. Fully lower down the chute and try again. After starting, allow the machine to warm up before use. Slowly shift the choke toward the run position. Always wait until the engine runs smoothly before each choke adjustment. Slowly increase the throttle until the clutch is engaged, the throttle is at full, and the flywheel is at full RPM. Push the feed wheel handle towards the machine and start the hydraulic motor. Feed the chipper hopper with tree limbs and branches up to 7 inches thick. For materials with large, leafy branches, feed them so that the leafy sections will enter the chute last. If equipped, the electronic feed system will slow or stop the feed wheel if the flywheel slows to a certain RPM. When starting up, the signal light will flash until the flywheel is up to full RPM. Then it will stop. If the flywheel speed goes down too much due to operating load, or if you lean into the yellow safety bumper bar, the feed wheel will stop feeding and the signal light will flash again. In order to prevent a clog, always allow the chipper time to get back up to speed before feeding more materials. Always run the engine at full throttle and never feed materials that are larger than 7 inches in diameter. Also, never feed anything but plant materials. Doing so could seriously damage the machine. At any point, you can use the operator safety bar to stop or reverse the feed wheel. In the case of an emergency, press the safety bar across the front of the chute to bring the feed wheel completely to a halt. At no point should you reach anywhere inside the machine, even if it clogs. Doing so could result in serious injury or even death. Instead, if a branch is clogged and extends out of the chipper hopper, reverse the feed wheel by pulling the feed wheel handle toward you. Grab the branch, reposition, reverse the wheel, and try again. If the branch is stuck inside the chipper hopper and close to the feed wheel, use a longer branch or piece of wood to remove or reposition the stuck branch. If this fails, turn off the engine, remove the key, and wait for the flywheel to come to a complete halt. Once stopped, remove the 2 bolts holding the exit spout frame and pivot the exit spout away from the machine. Rotate the wheel by hand and remove any clogged material inside the wheel cover. It is heavy and its blades are sharp. Stopping and maintaining the machine. Once chipping is complete, turn the key to the off position to shut down the engine. Do not close the throttle until the flywheel stops spinning. Doing so could damage the machine. Instead, allow the flywheel to come to a complete halt. Now, reduce the throttle to slow or idle. Remove the key and store it in a safe place out of reach of children or people not authorized to operate the machine. Close the fuel shutoff valve and allow the machine to cool entirely before refueling. If you don't, sparks from the engine could ignite the fuel. Safely tow the machine to where it will be stored. Once you arrive, park the 3107C on level ground and chock the tires to prevent rolling. Without chocks, the machine has no brakes and may roll and harm people or damage property. Always do the necessary lubrication and maintenance required once you get back to the shop or, if necessary, in the field. Consult the owner's manual for specific lubrication requirements and safety precautions for performing maintenance on the battery. For more information, visit www.barretomfg.com or consult your owner's manual.